Hello, welcome back to the podcast. Today we're talking about choosing your wedding venue. Now, the wedding venue that you choose is going to have a massive impact on the overall feel and flow of your special day. Things such as the number of guests you can have, catering available, photo opportunities, how long you can drink and party until, are all largely governed by the venue that you choose. I chatted with Sigita, who is the wedding planner from Smiths of Smithfield, all about what to ask and what to find out about prior to booking your perfect wedding venue. Sigita was an absolute dream to interview. I've never known anyone smile so much during a podcast recording. She has so much enthusiasm for what she does, and I think that really shines through in the podcast. So enjoy this episode, and I hope you learn as much as I did from talking to the wonderful Sigita. Hello, Sigita.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for being on the podcast and for taking some time out to answer some questions today so we can find out all about wedding venues and how to plan your perfect wedding in the venue of your choice, and find out in particular about Smiths of Smithfield. So the first thing I was going to ask you is just to introduce yourself and say who you are and what you do, what your job role is.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Sigita, and I have worked for Smiths for almost a year, and I'm a sales manager and a wedding planner.
Fantastic. So what can you tell us about Smiths of Smithfield?
Well, Smiths brings its simply made British food, fine seasonal produce, and great drinks to the heart of the city. The all-day destination has a modern look with the Smiths atmosphere, making it the perfect spot for both drinking and dining. Serving British classic dishes and drinks from an extensive menu with a Smiths twist, from weekend brunches to late night craft beers and cocktails. Smiths' latest bar and restaurant has it all, basically. Smiths will be a welcome surprise definitely for first timers, with Smiths seasoned diners recognizing the grill restaurant from its iconic counterpart, Smiths of Smithfield. It's actually located near Smithfield Market, Meat Market. Smiths of Smithfield features a cafe, 2 restaurants, the grill on the 2nd floor, and the number 3 top floor restaurant and terrace. Also 2 bars, one on the ground floor and one on the 1st floor. It's called the Death and Victory Cocktail Bar, and a collection of exclusive private hire space flowing across 4 spacious floors. And each floor has a different menu and its own identity.
Yeah, I've just had a look around, and each floor is incredible but totally different from each other, which is really impressive. And
unique.
Each floor's got really unique, and it's got that wow factor, and they all look equally impressive but really different.
And each floor has a different menu, different chef, different staff people.
Wow.
So when you walk in, it's just absolutely feels like it's like a different restaurant, but it's not, it's the same company.
There's so much choice and variation within one building. That's incredible.
You can come for casual breakfast or lunch on the ground floor, then you can move to the cocktail bar, then you can go for dinner in the grill restaurant and end up, fine dining on the top floor and cocktails looking at the city view. So.
Yeah, stay all day.
Stay all day.
Stay all day, sample all the drinks and food. Excellent.
Don't go home.
So how long has the venue been established?
So it has been established in Millennium. It's been open for almost 20 years now.
Wow, cool.
Long time.
Yeah, definitely. Has it changed a lot in that time?
Yes, we did refurbishment 2 years ago.
Okay.
And actually the restaurant was owned by a different company, and we both, so actually this company is owned by Young's, we both 2 years ago.
Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool. Excellent. So is there something that Smiths offers? I think we've talked about it a little bit, but what does Smiths offer that other venues maybe don't in terms of a wedding day, perhaps?
Well, absolutely, especially number 3 top floor restaurant and terrace at Smiths of Smithfield seems to be perfect space for wedding receptions with its stunning rooftop views.
They are incredible.
You did see them
yeah.
already.
It's a really grim, rainy day, and the views were still stunning. So on a bright day and at night, it must be incredible.
Exactly, and we have heaters outside, so even if it's cold or rainy, you still can stay there. It's quite hot.
Brilliant.
And we also have a license for wedding ceremonies, which is perfect.
Yeah.
You can have your ceremony, you can go to the cocktail bar after ceremony to have some drinks while we get ready, you know, for the lunch or for dinner. So everything's in one place.
Perfect.
We also have our amazing restaurant manager, Leon. He has run number 3 top floor restaurant and terrace for over 11 years. He has done over 100 weddings as well. He also has built a strong team of individuals who have been working together with him, hosting the perfect event. So you can trust, you know, us.
Yeah.
You events.
Definitely. It's really modern and funky and vibrant, but they're all really experienced staff. So it's a nice mix, isn't it?
Exactly. Also, Leon, he loves organizing weddings, as myself as well. So this is something we both have a strong passion for weddings. So.
Yeah. And I met you at the Gay Wedding Show, and I really picked up on your passion and enthusiasm, and yeah, you were smiling at everyone coming past, and that's really important, isn't it? So
maybe that's champagne. No, it
might have been the champagne, but
no, actually, I had this passion since I was a child. I was imagining myself organizing weddings, to know everything was happening, to make, you know, to be part of their day, and to see the smiles, and especially afterwards to get that feedback. The guests, the bride and groom will say it's been amazing. That's what I'm aiming for, to hear that. And my aim is as well to make the wedding different, not to make the same wedding for everyone. I want to listen what the bride and groom wants, and I want to make it unique and different.
Yeah.
That's why I love it.
Absolutely. And you, obviously, we met at the Gay Wedding Show, so you're happy to do same-sex weddings and all sorts of
absolutely.
variations.
It's all about love, you know, no matter who, everyone wants love, and I want to organize and be part of that on their special day.
Yeah, fantastic. Brilliant. Yeah, and I think that's nice that you can make each wedding different, even though it's at the same venue, because there are a lot of venues where it's very much going through a formula every day and every day is the same, whereas, you know, it's nice to have someone here, like in yourself, that makes everyone different. That's really special.
Absolutely.
Cool. Okay, so do you have set packages for the big day? Is there different packages that people can purchase and buy into, or is it a one size fits all?
We don't really have like set package for a wedding that everyone will aim for.
Yeah.
I'm always listening and inquiring what customer would like to have, what's their budget, and how would they, and I'm preparing them bespoke packages depending on their needs. And usually the average could be between 100 to 120 pounds per person. That's including food and drinks.
Okay, brilliant. Lovely. So what is your maximum minimum capacity? Obviously you've got different floors, so you've just been talking me through what is possible, but for people that are listening, what can you tell them about how many they can squeeze in on different floors?
Of course. So usually the most popular room is number 3 top floor restaurant and terrace, which can hold up to 80 guests seated and up to 150 standing. And of course, if guests will have large inquiries, or if they would have really, really big inquiries, we can connect even 2 floors. So our grill restaurant, which is second floor, can accommodate up to 130 people seated and up to 200 people standing.
Wow.
So if needed, we can connect these 2 floors and, you know.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so it's quite a big venue.
Yeah, definitely. You've got a lot of capacity.
Also, we can even connect the first floor, which is a cocktail bar, so it will make up to, you know, up to 500 people standing even. So every inquiry is possible for us, you know.
Especially if you've got a lot of people coming later, perhaps, that are not sitting down for the wedding breakfast. We do
have quite often as well, because some people, they would like to invite just family members or closest people for meal, you know, for breakfast, and after for the evening part, more people to stand and to drink and to dance, obviously. So yeah, we need more space. If we need more space, we can give more space.
Brilliant. You sound so accommodating. So yeah, awesome stuff.
You never know, you know.
So what does your role involve? You're the wedding planner.
Yes.
What does that involve on a day-to-day basis?
Well, I'm answering customer inquiries, doing venue show rounds, sending the contracts, taking deposit payments. Also, I'm recommending the suppliers from my experience, you know, doing food and drinks, tastings before the event, making function sheet with the detailed wedding plan together with the client. Also, I'm coming on the wedding day to a venue to make sure the event runs smoothly. I just want to make sure I see a special day, from start to finish. So I want to be involved in absolutely everything.
Brilliant.
I just want to know, like, everything is going well. We made a plan. Yeah, I'm doing everything.
And you've got such a big smile that I'm sure that you brighten any wedding day, because
Stop it.
I've seen you twice now and you
so.
haven't stopped smiling. So yeah, that's always a good thing in the wedding planner as well, isn't it? So totally.
Thank you.
Cool. So have you got a favourite part of like the process? Do you love meeting couples for the first time? Do you like the bit where they sort of are tying the knot? Is there a favourite part of the process for you, or is it everything?
Do you know what? I love one of my favourite parts when the client is coming to see a venue, and I see in their eyes when they're walking on the top floor and they see the view, and they get those goosebumps. Even I do when I'm standing next to them, even I'm working in the venue.
Yeah.
But they come and they see and like, oh, I would love my wedding to be here. So this is one of my, the most important things. I love to see that. But because wedding is really important day, one of the most important days in your life, and you need to see that you would love to have a wedding here. You would love to myself to help to organize you. You would love to have that staff as well when you're there.
Yeah.
So you have to feel that vibe. You have to come in, see the venue, and stand there and think, oh, I would love to say yes, I do there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So picking up on goosebumps and that wow factor. Yeah.
And also probably after the wedding as well, when I get a feedback from customer, I love hearing, a good feedback from customer that they had amazing time, and
and how much of an impact you had on their wedding. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
Awesome. So we've talked a lot about Smithfields and how incredible it is, but there might be people listening from all over the country that are just thinking about sort of their wedding venue in general. What are the things that couples should think about or be aware of when looking for their perfect wedding venue?
So the most important thing is about the date, I think, because some of the venues, they're quite booked up.
Yeah.
So you need to check with the venues if the day you're looking for, if it's still available.
Yeah.
So that's really, really important, because I had a couple of couples, they're coming to see the venue and they have a specific day in mind, and they, it's already booked. So you need to make sure even before entering the venue yet, the day you want it, that it's still available.
Yeah.
Also, for how long you can provisionally hold, because from my experience, the guests, they don't hold the dates, and they don't understand that we get a lot of inquiries.
Okay.
So you need to make sure that you understand, you speak with the wedding planner until how long you can hold, because you don't want to lose the venue you want to, so you need to understand.
Okay, so when you say hold, in terms of provisionally saying that you want it on that date and actually paying a deposit and confirming. So there's different periods of time that different venues allow. Okay.
Every single venue is different. Some venues, they don't even hold the days. They do first come, first serve.
Okay.
So you need to understand that you're on the same page while you talking with your partner, deciding that you still have time, Yeah, because otherwise if you pick a venue and then you message them and say, hi, I want to book, and it's unfortunately booked up already. So, it's not very...
Excellent, good tip.
Nice. Also, for how many guests can you accommodate on the day and in the evening? Because some venues, maybe you have 200 guests and your venue can accommodate only 150.
Yeah.
So, of course, you don't want to cancel your closest cousin because we can't accommodate.
Can't fit them in, no.
Yeah. Also, if the venue is licensed for civil ceremonies, because not a lot of venues, they can do ceremonies as well. So you need to make sure you understand, because only a couple of venues, even in London, can do ceremonies.
Can do the whole thing, yeah.
Exactly.
I was surprised you said you can do ceremonies. I was assuming it was more of a reception venue rather than the whole thing. So that's fantastic.
Again, we can do everything.
Your boss will be so proud of you listening to this.
Of course. Also, you need to check as well if the venue is available for exclusive hire.
Okay.
Because sometimes you think you can book a wedding, but it might not be available to book exclusively. So maybe some other random people, will be walking around.
Okay.
So always don't forget to check with the venue that it's going to be the room or the space or all venue exclusively yours.
Right. Okay, that's a really good tip.
So that's really important. because otherwise, imagine on your important day, you will see some people just walking and
Just
drinking.
waltzing in that you don't know, yeah.
You don't know exactly. They might be nice, they might be not so. What else? Of course, just check the timings as well. What about the license? What time the venue has to, to close and serve drinks, because it's really important. You might think in your head, oh, I want to party till 2 a.m. But usually the venues can have like shorter license. Let's say our venues has the license till midnight.
Right.
So usually we book from, if it's a ceremony, from let's say 1 o'clock till midnight.
Yeah.
And so check that. It's really important. Some other venues can have a license only till 10 or 11. So it's really important to know as well.
To check, yeah.
And also the cancellation policy as well. If you book the venue and, you never know what can happen, obviously. And a week before, you might think you need to cancel, and you might lose all the money. So you need to check when,
Yeah, how much notice and what you lose and what you forfeit, etc.
It's really important. And of course, we don't want any cancellations.
No, absolutely.
You never know.
But sometimes things happen, don't they? So you have to.
Exactly.
You have to have all those.
Some people would like to change the date, and sometimes it just happens.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, no, brilliant. That's loads of fantastic tips. How much of an impact can the venue, rightly or wrongly, have on your wedding day?
Well, I think a lot, because the experienced wedding organisers and venues can solve their unexpected situations, problems easily, because they dealt with them before and they're experienced, so they know what they're doing. They also can advise you in advance regarding wedding questions from our experience, their experience, and you can relax on your wedding day knowing that you are in safe hands.
Yeah.
And that's really important, to trust your venue and the wedding planner, so it will take all the stress from you. And even the guests, you just...
Yeah.
I like, to see people when they come on the wedding day. And last week I had a wedding actually on Saturday, and the couple arrived and they're like, oh, we just feel so relaxed because guys, what you're doing. So it's really important.
It makes a difference. Yeah, knowing that everything's sorted and people are getting things done and everyone knows what you want, and it does make a difference on your stress levels. Absolutely. Fantastic. So what can couples do to help their venues, help them to have a brilliant wedding? Are there things that you ask your couples to do, or what sort of information do you ask them to provide?
Well, the most important thing is to provide as much information as possible to a venue.
Okay.
Because, as more we know, we can make it happen. If you will think, oh, maybe I should not ask about this, ask everything. Just tell them what's your dream, how you would like to make your wedding, because we want to know that. You need to even to tell us what you wouldn't like, because that's important.
Yes,
too.
that is important. Yeah, absolutely.
We of course will make a function sheet together, with a wedding planner and a guest, so like a detailed plan of the event to make sure that both sides are on the same page.
Yeah.
And we each will have a copy with detailed plans, so especially the timings, guest numbers, table plans, dietary requirements, music, suppliers, everything is really important for us. So literally, I think it's the best when the bride or groom will come in after they saw a venue, when they pay a deposit. We just 2 months before, a month before, we'll make a plan.
Yeah.
We'll put everything together so we're all on the same page, how it's gonna look, where we're gonna have a cake table, where we're gonna have, the table plan, the flowers, who's coming, the suppliers, the music, the DJ, everything, all the details, and that's it. It's very easy, The most easiest thing for me now.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Yeah, and it's nice that you sit with couples and do that. I don't think every venue does. I think, as I said, some venues are very much, we do it like this and the cake goes there and that's the time you finish and that's that. And so it's nice that you do things more bespoke, and you've got a lot of space and a lot of capacity to do that, which is brilliant.
Exactly, and I always want to meet more times, bride and groom, just to feel more like on kind of friends level. We know each other, you feel more confident talking.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be as strict, you're coming and saying, oh, can I have this? Can I have that? No, we're friends now. I'm organizing your wedding. We have to understand it. We have to like each other.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the same with the photographer. You have to get on and, and like you said earlier, say what you don't want. I think that's really important. You have to feel comfortable saying what you don't want.
You have to have that connection and the vibe with each other, you know. When
Yes.
you build that connection, you feel confident even saying, listen, Sigita, I don't want this. Fine, it's fine. No stress, no pressure. Let's do it.
Brilliant. And still a smile on your face. Brilliant. Thank you. You've given us loads of information. Is there anything else you wanted to share or any advice you wanted to give to people listening?
Well, I would love to see all of you listening now to come to see me at the venue. I would love to show you around, you know, even if you're not planning the wedding yet, but maybe for an engagement party or wherever we have plenty of space. But if you would like to contact me, please do it directly. You can contact me on my email address, which is Sigita. I know it's an unusual one. I can spell that for you.
Yes, spell Sigita.
It's very difficult. I'm from Lithuania, actually.
Okay.
So I can bring some different culture things as well.
Yeah,
too.
we love that.
Exactly. So my email address is Sigita, which is spelled S for sugar, I for India, G for golf, I for India, T for tango, A for alpha, at smithsofsmithfield.co.uk, and also you can visit our website on www.smithsofsmithfield.co.uk.
Fantastic. And are you on social media?
We are. Of course, you can find us on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, Smiths of Smithfield, or This is Smiths.
Brilliant. Fantastic. My website is www.rosswilshirephotography.co.uk, or you can email me at info@rosswilshirephotography.co.uk. And back to Smithfield, it is just literally a 3-minute walk from Farringdon Tube Station, isn't it? If people are wondering how to get here to come and have a look around.
Exactly, we have Farringdon Station just next to us. We do have Chancery
Lane as well.
And St Paul's Church as well. It's not very far away too.
So it's right in the centre of London.
Absolutely.
And absolutely stunning. Thank you very much for your time today,
Peter,
Sigita, and all your advice.
Pleasure.
Thanks for smiling all the way through it. It's been lovely. Take care.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you so much. Bye.